How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining me for this video. This is the last time you're going to see me as scruffy as this. I'm going in for a shave tonight. So when I come back filming tomorrow, because we are out and about here tomorrow, it's real clean shaven, pristine and looking presentable to hold an absolute whacker. But on this vlog, I'll be happy to catch anything because we are going in with mellow yellows. That's it. I've got an hour and a half maximum, maybe not even that, but an hour 20 to be fair. And I'm going to try catch with a yellow tipper because I really struggle here on yellow. So apologies in advance. This is most likely a blank because I'm not even sure I've even caught on a yellow bait here since I've been here. So yeah, while I've got an hour and a bit spare, let's fling a couple of rods out and see what happens. I'll spin you around, show you where we are. Some of you will already know, some of you won't, and let's get on with it. We are still in the same peg that I've already made 2 vlogs here this afternoon. I think the time when I last looked was about 7:20. So I've got about an hour and 20 minutes and then I need to get packed up into the gates for when they shut at 9. So not going to hang around, going to take you straight into it. We're going to look at rod setup as always. 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon mainline, dark matter tungsten tubing, down to the old KORDA run sleeve, 3-ounce flat swivel pear lead, and that is the rig I've wound in from last time. Okay, so it is a normal blowback style with a Manila Active Tough one and a 13mm Proper Jobs banana flavoured pop-up. I'm going to bait another rig up and that's going to be on both rods. So we are going to be fishing that on both rods. As I'm limited for time, I'm going to hook a bag on that and then we're going to fish one down this edge because I've had 2 fish out of this spot since I've been here this afternoon. I've been here a few hours, but I've had 2 bites from there and I've had nothing whatsoever from there. However, I've baited both spots evenly. I will just show you the bait, what we've got. You'll see this is a full, well, you might have seen, this was a full bucket when I got here. There's about a third left. Okay, so let's start with a good scoop over there. That's it. And then I'm going to put the left-hand rod right to the far margin as a single, just with a PVA bag. So we'll get the right-hand rod in first because that's the one I think is going to do us a fish if we're going to get one. And then we'll bugger about and get the left-hand rod sorted. Let's not mess about. Let's get this one in. Here we are then. I've already cast to the far side, clipped up. So yeah, let's get it in and see what happens on this one. You don't get no closer than that. We'll put you here now filming some rods that I don't think are going to go off, but you just never know. So let's see what happens. But that left-hand rod has gone right tight in them reeds. You couldn't get it any tighter to that bank, so you never know. I'm sure people do catch on yellow, but yellow seems a bad colour for me, doesn't it? So let's hope on this vlog we can change our fortune and bloody catch one on yellow. The old sun's dipping now. We've been out, I don't know what we've been in, half an hour maybe. Nothing's happened up to now. I haven't got my power pack, as you'll see. My phone has just come up low battery. I've got like 7% left on it, so I'm gonna have to sit in my van and charge it. So if a bite happens, you're probably not going to see it on camera. I'm just giving you advance warning, but I will be able to bring you back and show you something if I catch something, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll most likely see you when I've got some charge and you're back on the stand. Again, they're bloody showing in that deep middle bit, but it's so deep I just can't, yeah, I can't see that they're there. I think they must be up in the water. But I'm making a note of that because I might try something tomorrow when I come back, because we're most likely going to be on this lake. We might fill the middle in tomorrow and sit over some bait and see what happens. So before I go chuck my phone on charge in the van, I'll just point out I am actually going to be sat down by the rod still. I'm not going to be sat in the van with it. I don't need to babysit it, do I? It might come across that way. That's not what I mean. But it's got to go in the van so I can get some charge. But while I'm on this clip, as always, I'm going to say thank you to you lot for supporting the channel in whatever way that you do. I really am grateful and I do appreciate it. That's why I say it in every vlog. Some people must be so bored because they know it's the same thing every vlog, but it is genuinely meant for me. And without you lot, my channel doesn't get any bigger. It is down to you lot clicking subscribe, commenting, giving it a thumbs up, regularly watching it. that keeps promoting it and more people discover it. That's why I would say, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, just click the button. And if you have, thank you very much. And if you haven't and you would consider it, it is free. There's no contract. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. Like I say, all it does is help promote my channel, and I'd be really, really grateful if you could. So from me, again, thank you very much. I sound like a bloody wind doing this, but I am going to chuck my phone on charge and go sit down by my rod. So I'll either see you with one in the net, doubtful on this one, or I'll see you when I've got some charge and you're back on the camera stand. I thought we'll have a stand down by the rods. I've got a bit of charge back in the old phone now. A couple of things have changed since the phone's been on charge. And that is, the rod that was on the far margin, I had an occurrence on that. Bobbin pulled up tight. Whoa, look at that. That was a sparrowhawk, just whipped a bird straight out of that reed. There's a bird sat in there, bang, sparrowhawk's just had it. Yeah, that's nature, isn't it? Anyway, back to over there. Yeah, had an occurrence, rod pulled up tight, didn't come out the clip, bobbin held there. Thought, do you know what, just lean into it, nothing there. So wound it in. I thought, do you know what, let's put it down this edge. Nothing has happened there either all day, bearing in mind since I've been here, good, I think it's well over 6 hours, nothing has come from that spot. And then about 20 minutes ago, the fishing started in that deep middle channel again. I thought, you know what, let's chuck that over there. So the left hand rod is now over in the deep channel. The right hand rod, which is the banker spot, has done nothing, and that's the one that I thought would go. So I don't know. I don't know what it is with yellow. I really do struggle with yellow on here. My syndicate, I caught the biggest fish in the back lake the second night on a piece of yellow corn, and a high 20 the first night. So it's not that I can't catch on bloody yellow, just can't get a bite on yellow here. I mean, does anyone who watches this, who fishes here regularly or semi-regular, is yellow just a bad colour at Lovells? Is it a colour to avoid? Let me know in the comments below if so, because time's precious to us all, and if other people are coming and yellow's not very good, it saves them putting it on as well, doesn't it? So be much appreciated if somebody knows the answer to that, or am I just really that unlucky that when I put yellow on a blank? I don't know. Anyway, we've got half an hour left, people. If anything happens, you'll know about it. I will put you on the rods, on the stand, recording the rods. If anything happens, you'll know about it, and if it doesn't, yeah, it'll be apologies, another blank upload. Well, I thought while I'm sitting by the rods on the floor now, the chair's gone away, trying to dry that out. It's not going to dry, but we're coming back tomorrow. Camera stand's gone, receiver's gone away, you know, everything's gone away that can go away, because yeah, I've not got too much longer left and I don't see anything happening. But I thought while I'm sitting here, I'm just going to take you through this. Notice on my rig board, all the rigs I've got tied are all identical. That's because I'm completely confident in both rigs that are out there. The reason I'm showing this is the rig is 100% effective and catches carp from any water, anywhere. A manila bait, I'm very confident in that as a hook bait. I'm very, very confident that fish are feeding on that spot because I keep seeing my lines twitch, etc. So I know there is activity happening there. And that left hand rod, don't know about on the reeds what happened there, but this left hand spot, there's been fish visiting earlier. Haven't seen any activity to say they're still here, but they could have been. But that is definitely on a patch of fizz out in the deeper part of the lake, and nothing has happened. So all I'm showing you is the rig. We'll have a look at it in a bit more depth. There it is. It's just a loop. This is the 15-pound Merlin supple braid. It's just a loop. It's quite a long hair, but I always fish long hairs. Large rig ring because I find it slides better. Knotless knot tied with a bit of shrink tube over it, and then at the other end, just a loop for my size 8 quick change swivels. You'll see they're all tied up. I use them on my syndicate. 9 out of 10 times I've got that on the end, and I've caught a few good fish out of there. I mean, there's movement on that reeds there now again, so there's definitely fish there. But the only thing I can think that's letting me down is the tipper. But why would yellow prevent them from picking it up? I just can't get my head around that. That's the bit that's frying my brain, that I feel that right hand rod should have done another bite, you know. I haven't overbaited. I've got an effective rig and an effective hook bait, minus the bloody yellow bit. and an effective lead setup on a spot that's done 2 fish already. So I don't know. I don't know. But if you get one thing from this is if you are confident in one rig, then stick with that rig. Just find yourself one bottom bait setup you're confident with, stick with it, and one pop-up setup you're confident with, stick with it. Everything else you don't really need. I know I try loads of different things and that, but I'm trying things. But when we go to charity, as you'll see, it's simple. It's this bottom bait setup, or it's a hinge setup of some description, or every now and then a zig, but not very often. That's it, you know. So yeah, that's some advice. That's all I can give you in this video, because you're not going to see a bloody fish, because it's just not going to happen, is it? But anyway, I'll bugger off and I'll bring you back if something happens. Sadly, that is it. Yeah, amazingly, yellow's failed me again. Sadly, it's that time of the vlog again where I have to admit defeat and say, yeah, again, I failed with yellow. I need to sort of leave the yellow tippers and pop-ups alone for a while, because here they just don't seem to work for me. I'm sure some of you is going to comment saying, mate, I empty it on yellow. I can't even get a bloody pickup. You know, there's definitely nothing wrong with either rig. Those rigs will work absolutely anywhere, and I've caught thousands and thousands of fish for thousands of different people. You know, it's a simple basic rig, a snowman rig. It works everywhere. There was definitely fish over the spot, 100% on that right hand rod. Why it's not gone, I don't know. The only thing I can put it down to is the colour of the bloody tipper. But does it really matter that much? I don't know. Like I say, let me know if you know yellow's good or bad, etc. And then I'll take it from there depending on the comments. But from me, again, thanks for watching. Sorry it's a blank one. A bit cheeky, but if you don't mind the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business would be much appreciated. And if you're out in the bank, hopefully you've been more lucky than I have on this vlog. So until next time, take it easy.